Your balcony is tiny. Your patio is cramped. Your apartment wall is bare, blank, and, honestly, a little boring. But what if that empty wall could become the most stylish, most talked-about feature in your entire home? Today, I'm showing you 5 simple vertical garden ideas that turn small spaces into lush, modern living walls. No massive budget, no advanced gardening skills required, just clean lines, smart materials, and plants that actually thrive in tight spaces. Stick with me, because the biggest transformation is coming later in this video. And I don't want you to miss the placement trick that makes every single one of these designs actually work long-term. Quick safety note before we dive in. We're using basic hand tools like a drill and a utility knife, so if you're not fully comfortable handling these, ask someone experienced to help, or simply adapt the steps to tools you already know how to use safely. All right, let's turn that dead, empty space into a green, modern masterpiece. Hit subscribe right now, because I'm about to show you exactly how it's done, step by step. Let's talk about what you actually need, because this build is far more affordable than most people assume. You do not need an expensive greenhouse setup for any of this. Here's your full shopping list, with real prices so you know exactly what you're spending before you buy a single thing. First, grab one wooden pallet, and you can often find these for free behind local stores, or pay around $10 if you buy one new. Next, pick up a roll of felt pocket panel material. This typically runs about $15, and is the secret ingredient behind that soft, modern hanging garden look. You'll also need 3 lengths of PVC pipe, roughly $2 each, at any hardware store. Grab a metal wire grid panel, around $12. This becomes the backbone of our most flexible modern design. Pick up a small pack of S-hooks, zip ties, and basic wall anchors, all together under $10. For plants, you'll want 1 bag of quality, well-draining potting mix, about $8, plus a handful of small plants suited to vertical growth, and we'll cover the best choices for each design in a moment. On the tool side, keep a drill, a screwdriver, scissors, or a utility knife, work gloves, and safety glasses within reach. If you already own basic tools, this entire project, all 5 designs combined, can cost you under $50 total. That is a complete modern vertical garden wall for less than the price of one nice dinner out. One more tip before we build: if you want that clean, modern aesthetic, stick to one color family for your pots and hardware. Think matte black, white, or natural wood tone. Mixing 5 random colors is what makes a vertical garden look cluttered instead of curated. And don't worry if your budget is even tighter than $50. You can swap the pallet for a free discarded one. Swap the felt panel for an old canvas bag cut into strips. And swap fancy planters for reused tin cans wrapped in matching paper. The structure matters far more than the price tag. One thing every single design on this list shares: drainage. Whatever container you use, make sure water can escape the bottom. Standing water is the #1 killer of vertical gardens, and it's also the easiest problem to avoid. Now, let's actually build these. First idea: the pallet planter wall, and this is the easiest entry point into vertical gardening. Start by sanding down any rough edges on your pallet. Safety first. Always wear gloves during this part, since pallet wood can splinter. Once it's smooth, staple a layer of landscape fabric across the back and bottom of each slat gap. This keeps your soil from spilling straight through. Lean the pallet against a sturdy wall, or for real security, screw it directly into wall studs so it cannot tip forward once it's loaded with soil and water. Now, fill each horizontal gap with your potting mix, packing it in gently but firmly so it holds its shape. Plant small, trailing herbs or compact succulents directly into these gaps, spacing them evenly for that clean, modern grid appearance we're going for. Let the pallet sit flat on the ground for about 2 weeks so roots have time to establish, then stand it upright permanently against your wall. That's design 1, finished in under an hour, and it instantly adds texture and warmth to any blank wall. For an extra modern touch, brush on a single coat of white or charcoal wood stain before you plant. A uniform color instantly makes reclaimed wood look intentional rather than salvaged. Second idea, the hanging felt pocket garden. And this one screams modern minimalism from across the room. Unroll your felt panel and lay it flat on a table or workbench. Use a marker to space out even pocket openings across the fabric. Then carefully cut along your marked lines with scissors or a sharp utility knife. Fold the bottom edge of each cut section upward and stitch or staple it into a small pocket shape, strong enough to hold soil without tearing. Once every pocket is formed, attach a slim wooden dowel or metal rod along the top edge. This is what you'll actually hang from your wall hooks. Mount 2 sturdy S-hooks into your wall or railing, then hang the panel so it sits flat, level, and secure. Fill each pocket about 3/4 full with potting mix. Then plant one small variety per pocket. Herbs, ferns, or trailing greenery all work beautifully here. Step back and take a look. A clean vertical grid of living green that takes up almost zero floor space. If you're placing this over a wood floor or a wall you care about, slide a slim drip tray behind the bottom row of pockets. That one small addition saves you from water stains later. Third idea, the PVC pipe ladder planter. And this one is perfect for narrow, awkward balcony corners. Take your PVC pipes and cut them into equal lengths. About 12 inches each works beautifully for most balcony spaces. Using a drill, carefully cut a long oval opening along the top of each pipe. This becomes your planting slot. Drill a few small drainage holes along the bottom of each pipe so excess water doesn't pool and rot your roots. Cap both ends of every pipe securely to keep the structure clean and finished looking. Now, arrange the pipes horizontally in a ladder pattern, staggering them at slightly different heights for visual interest. Mount them onto a wooden frame or directly onto brackets fixed to your wall, spacing each pipe roughly 8 inches apart. Fill each pipe with soil through the top opening, then gently tuck your plants into the slot along the length of the pipe. That staggered pipe design creates real depth and shadow, and that layered look is exactly what gives this build its modern architectural feel. Spray paint the pipes a single matte color before planting if you want them to disappear visually and let the greenery do all the talking. Fourth idea, the wire grid hanging wall. And honestly, this is the most flexible design on this entire list. Mount your wire grid panel flat against the wall using wall anchors and make sure it's perfectly level before you drill a single hole. Once it's secured, this grid becomes your base structure, almost like a blank canvas waiting for color. Take small hanging pots or metal planter clips and attach them directly onto the grid squares wherever you like. Arrange them in a symmetrical pattern for a clean, gallery wall style, or go slightly asymmetrical for a more relaxed, organic feel. Fill each pot with soil and your chosen plant, then clip or hook it securely into place on the grid. Because everything simply clips on and off, you can rearrange this entire wall any time your style changes. No rebuilding required. Ever. This design also happens to be the easiest to scale. Start with 6 pots this month and add more across the grid whenever you're ready, without touching the base structure at all. And here's a quick bonus idea: floating shelf planters. Perfect if you want something even simpler. Mount 2 or 3 slim floating shelves at staggered heights on your wall. Place small, modern planters directly on top of each shelf, keeping pot colors matched for a cohesive look. Let trailing plants spill downward off the edges. This creates natural movement and softness, without any complicated hardware at all. 5 ideas, 5 completely different looks, and every single one fits into a space smaller than most people's kitchen table. Now let's talk results. And this is where things get genuinely exciting. Picture that bare pallet wall from 20 minutes ago, plain wood, empty gaps, nothing special about it at all. Now picture it full, green, trailing herbs spilling over every slat, color popping against the natural wood tone underneath. That transformation isn't luck. That's design working exactly the way it's supposed to. The felt pocket wall goes from a blank patch of railing to a soft, textured green curtain that instantly softens every hard line on your balcony. The PVC ladder planter takes a narrow, dead corner, the kind of space you'd normally just walk past without a second glance, and turns it into a layered, architectural focal point. The wire grid wall goes from cold, empty metal to a living, breathing gallery of plants, each one catching light a little differently throughout the day. And the floating shelf setup transforms a plain, forgettable wall into something that genuinely looks like it belongs in a design magazine. Here's the real magic behind all of this. None of these builds take up any floor space whatsoever. You are not losing a single inch of your small patio, balcony, or apartment. You're using vertical space that was doing absolutely nothing for you before today. Small space, massive green transformation, and it happened without moving a single piece of furniture. That, right there, is the entire point of vertical gardening done well. Which one of these transformations would make the biggest difference in your home right now? The pallet wall, the felt pockets, the pipe ladder, the wire grid, or the floating shelves? Whichever one you picture first is probably the one you should build this weekend. So why does this actually work? And I mean really work, not just look nice for a week before falling apart. It comes down to 3 simple principles. First, plants grow toward light, not toward floor space. So when you stack multiple growing areas vertically, you are multiplying your total growing surface without needing any extra square footage on the ground. Second, airflow matters more than people realize, and vertical arrangements naturally space plants apart from one another, which means better air circulation around each leaf, and better circulation means fewer fungal problems and noticeably healthier growth. Third, gravity and drainage actually work together in your favor here. Water naturally moves downward through your structure, which means upper plants get a quick drink first, and lower plants often benefit from the extra moisture trickling down through the layers above them. This is essentially how professional living walls function inside office buildings and hotel lobbies. We're just scaling that same concept down to fit your balcony or apartment wall. You're applying real commercial green wall science to a simple, budget-friendly home project. That's exactly why these designs don't just look modern. They actually function like efficient, self-supporting growing systems. Now let's cover safety, because I genuinely want you building this the right way, every single time. Always wear gloves when handling pallet wood, since many pallets have rough edges, exposed nails, or small splinters hiding in the grain. Wear safety glasses anytime you're drilling into wall anchors or cutting PVC pipe. Plastic shavings can fly further than you'd expect. Before mounting anything heavy onto a wall, confirm you're drilling into a stud or using a properly rated wall anchor. Wet soil is far heavier than it looks, and you never want a planter pulling loose and falling. If you're on a rented apartment balcony, check your lease agreement before drilling into railings or walls. Some buildings have strict restrictions on permanent changes. When it comes to plant choices, pick varieties suited to your actual light conditions. Most small balconies get partial sun, so herbs like mint and thyme, along with trailing pothos, are excellent, hardy, modern choices. Avoid toxic plants if you have pets or small children nearby, and always double-check a plant's safety label before bringing it home. Water consistently, but don't overdo it. Vertical setups drain faster than traditional pots, so check your soil moisture every couple of days rather than on a rigid schedule. Every few months, trim back overgrowth to maintain that clean, modern silhouette we built this entire video around. If your balcony gets strong wind, keep your heaviest design, like the pallet wall, low and firmly anchored, and save the lighter felt pockets or floating shelves for higher, more exposed spots. Check your mounting hardware every season. Wood swells, screws loosen, and a quick tightening once every few months keeps everything sitting safely on the wall. Follow these simple precautions, and your vertical garden will stay both safe and genuinely stunning for years to come. Let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture here. Vertical gardening isn't some brand new trend, it's actually a concept city dwellers have leaned on for decades to bring real greenery into tight urban spaces. What has changed dramatically is the design language behind it. Modern vertical gardens now focus on clean lines, minimal visual clutter, and materials that genuinely match contemporary home style, not the messy, overgrown look people used to associate with wall gardens years ago. As apartments shrink and cities get denser, more and more people are turning to their walls instead of their yards for greenery and personality. That shift is exactly why these 5 ideas exist. Simple structures, modern materials, and a small footprint built specifically for real, small-space living. And beyond the aesthetics, bringing living plants into a small space genuinely improves air quality and adds a calming, natural element to rooms that often feel purely functional otherwise. It's a small change, a handful of pockets or pipes on one wall, but the impact on how a space actually feels to live in is far bigger than most people expect before they try it. So let's recap quickly before you go grab your tools. 5 vertical garden ideas, a pallet planter wall, a hanging felt pocket garden, a PVC pipe ladder, a wire grid wall, and simple floating shelf planters. All of them modern, all of them beginner-friendly, and every single one built specifically for small spaces just like yours. You don't need a big yard to have a green, stylish home. You just need the right vertical idea and about $50 in materials. If this video helped you picture your own small space differently, do me one favor. Hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel grow and reach more people planning their first build. Drop a comment and tell me which of these 5 designs you're building first this weekend. And if you want more simple, modern DIY ideas for small spaces, subscribe and tap that notification bell so you never miss the next build. Thanks so much for watching. Now go turn that blank wall into something genuinely beautiful.